Welcome back everybody. So this is gonna be a really quick update video for you guys on stock market. So let's get started. Dow Jones up on the day 1.56%, Nasdaq up 1.78%, S&P up 1.83%, and look at this finally guys, small caps up 2.45%. Now here on this groups, what we got? Leading the way on top, real estate, energy, utilities. So not technology right here, but everything in the green today. Now, here on stock market map, what do we got? Tesla. Yesterday, I made that video on mega caps, and if you watched it, it says right on my thumbnail, Tesla rally incoming. And boy, oh boy, this thing actually delivered today. I mean, look at this, up over 6%. Amazon up 0.5%, Google up 1%, Meta down 0.77%, Nvidia again up 3.16%, and all the semis up green on the day. Microsoft up on the day 0.43%, and we have earnings from Apple today. It's up on the day 2%, and look at all the banks right here, everything in the green today, and that led to a massive rally on small caps. Now, here's my X account, and if you're on there, you can give me a follow right here. And this is probably the easiest way you can get in touch with me right here on X. Now, if you want to get my daily trade ideas, my swing trade ideas, and also 3 days of live trading, this is what we did today. And I only shared like two trades right here. One was a swing and one that we took today. And that was actually a swing, but money is money, so we took profit. Look at this one right here. Netflix, 430 calls at 417. What happened? Now trading at 425. I took profit, left two runners, and this thing is still running. Now here's one where, especially if you're a new trader, investor in this market, you gotta have patience. Now this one, I took it at 205. What happened? Went down to 194. And I actually forgot to add any more calls. And look at where it's trading right now. I just took profit on these. 220 is trading over 218, almost going in the money. So, calls, they were down, and now those are up green. And this thing also paid. So you gotta have patience, because that is why you bought that time. You paid for that big premium because you got some time, and you got to have patience if you're gonna make money. So this is not the only two trades that I took. There's so many other ones, and if you actually become a Patreon member, you actually support the channel and you're part of the family, and you get all the access, everything that I do in real time. I do share that with my Patreon group, and also you get 3 days of live trading. So on SPY ETF, look at what's happening right now. What happened to 1987 crash and Black Monday? And not only that, guys, I have so many people asking me, and I also saw, so many people talking about it, that, hey, I shorted right here, 418, 410, I shorted SPY. It's going down even more. And I've been telling you guys that you don't want to buy the dip, which is fine. You want to see, what direction market is actually picking, then you can buy it, right? But don't short right into this hole right here. And if you did that, oh boy, look at today. Everyone getting squeezed out of their position, and now bears are turning into bulls. You have to buy the dip, because market, I mean, look at this rip today, up $8 on the day. That is crazy. Now yesterday we actually had decent volume right here. Today, not that much, but who cares? Market going up, right? Now, usually we get a big rally this month and also next month. Market actually never crashes going into a big holiday. We have Thanksgiving, and then also, Christmas coming. So you think market is just going to crash? Now, when SPY came down here, guess what I saw? Last year, in that bear market, I saw SPY going down to 250. I saw the same thing, retracement down 50%, 60%. Now, I'm not saying that we're back in a bull market in 1 day or 2 days, But the point here, we're not going to see SPY going down to 250. That's not going to happen. No matter what chart you can bring, and you can draw many things on your chart, but it's not going to happen right now. It's not happening with how people have jobs. There is so many jobs out there, and people have money. And when people have money, they're not going to sell. Guess what? They're going to buy that dip and make even more money. So this is exactly what they're doing. They have money, they're buying the dip. Well, you can't do anything. You got Magnificent Seven going up like a rocket ship. How are you gonna short this market and make money? Now, smart bears, they shorted right here. They shorted right here. They made money. They covered. Dumb bears, they actually shorted right here into this hole. And guess what? They added more and more and more, and still adding even more. And look at the squeeze we're getting. 431 almost today. Above 430. Now, yes, we will get a pullback very soon. It's getting, this is a really quick move. In 4 days, from 410 up to 431, that's a big move on SPY. So yes, maybe tomorrow or next week, we could see a pullback. But usually, this month is bullish. Things can go up. Just because we have two gaps now, I think we could be filling this gap right here, 423.50. And if we can hold above this gap, or right here at the gap, or maybe even 420, it's trading above daily 200 SMA. So for now, I'm not saying we're out of the woods completely. At least that is bullish. Trading above 200 SMA for at least today. Now, if this thing actually comes back tomorrow or next week, then watch out for the support down here. 200 SMA and the gap 423. Now, if that gives up, then we also have support at 420 and then the gap below 418.53. So going into tomorrow, looks like we're closing at 430, right? 430 will be a support level to watch. And then we have 20 SMA down here, 426, and then the gap below 423.50. To the upside, above 430. And look at this, guys. This trend line right here, it goes all the way back to this low. And now, if this thing actually breaks this trend line, guess what? The next stop, 433.73, and then the gap above right here, 438. And that could be coming. So be prepared for that. If we get a pullback, it needs to hold right here, somewhere around 420 to 423. And that would be bullish if it's holding right here. Now, if this thing actually comes back down and takes out even 418, that is when you know that that was just a bear market rally, a relief rally, and now it's going to come down and possibly will make a new low. So view here on SPY is clear. Above, I would say 418, it's still bullish. We can possibly go even higher to this gap, and we got a whole bunch of gaps on top also. Below 418, definitely risk off. It's coming down even more, possibly down to 410 and going even lower down to the gap at 407. So I hope that actually makes sense to you guys. On Triple Q, it's up 1.83% and the rally continuing to the upside. And if you look at my screen, we opened up a huge gap down here, 357. And this thing gapped up and just rallied. I mean, look at this gap up here, guys, over 360. And came down to 360. And now looks like it's heading up to right here, 50 SMA sitting at 364. And if that breaks, definitely hitting and retesting this trend line right here on top, and that is around 370. Now, if we get a pullback, then watch out for the support down here, 360, 20 SMA right here, and just below that we have this gap, 357.53, and then we also have support at 355. So the first thing I want you to look at here on Dow Jones, look at the volume today, guys. High volume buying. Like here, what happened? Massive rally to the upside. Here, what happened? Massive rally to the upside. And now again, that means what? You could see a lot more upside here on Dow Jones. Now, this is pretty much going in a straight line. So yes, there will be a pullback. Down to where? To this gap right here. So watch out for a pullback down here, 333 to 334. And this is gonna be your opportunity to buy that dip right here on Dow Jones. Now to the upside, if this thing actually continues and breaks above 340, guess what? Then it's trading above all these moving averages right here. And that means one thing, it's heading up to this gap, 344.20. And now, finally, Dow Jones trading above daily 200 SMA, which is sitting at 338. So everything is lining up. We just need a nice juicy pullback, and Dow can hold right here. Guess what? You're going to see the rally continuing to the upside all the way up to 340 and then the gap above 344.20. Now, if this support actually gives up right here, then watch out. We might be going down to 330 and then 326. So what's happening today on small caps? Up 2.67%, and finally high volume buying on IWM, and that is bullish at least for the day. Now last time we saw high volume buying on IWM, what happened? Look at right here, guys. Massive pump. It was right here 173 and then 190 almost. So now, is this it? Well, here's the thing. Yes, this thing can get rejected from 170, can come down here and hold 165 to 164. We have this gap also right here, and still can possibly move higher to break 170. That would be more bullish for more upside. Now, nothing is guaranteed, right? This thing can still break 170, and if that happens, this thing can push up to this 50 SMA, 176, and then maybe we get a pullback down to 170, and that could be another scenario that can actually play out on IWM. But preferred scenario here on IWM would be getting rejected from 170, coming down here, filling this gap and holding above at least 164 to 165, and then we go back up and take out 170. That would be more bullish, and then you're going to see a lot more buying because a lot of people missed out. And if this thing actually gets down here, there will be a lot of buying right here. As long as the support holds right here, 164 to 165, definitely this thing heading higher. So tomorrow, on a pullback, you want to watch 166.61 to 165, the gap down here as a support. And to the upside, if this thing again actually gaps up over 170, guess what? 176, definitely possible on IWM. Is that going to happen tomorrow? Absolutely not. So keep an eye on this one. Definitely getting a lot of volume, and I think there is more upside actually here on IWM, and we could be going all the way up to 180 to fill this gap right here on top. So on VIX, it's down 7.35% and looks like now it's heading down to $15, and that's gonna be a support level to watch, and we might see a spike from there. Now, if that happens, yes, we left so many gaps open today on all the indices. So yes, there is a possibility this thing can spike. And where this thing can go, I would say up to $16 to $18, and that is it for now. Now, if this thing actually breaks below 15, then watch out, guys. We might be going down to a new 52-week low on VIX. So this one, definitely, if the fear is leaving the market, and that means one thing, rally just getting started, right? So TNX falling off the cliff right here, and look at this, guys. The bull flag not playing out anymore. It actually gapped down today to close this gap down here, and now it's trading just above 46, and looks like we do have strong support right here around 46. Lower Bollinger Band sitting at 45.83. Now, if this thing actually makes a move back up to the upside for this gap, then watch out for the resistance right here at 47.82, and that's going to close this gap right up here. and that can allow this market to come down and fill all those gaps at least from today.